Back at it again with the speed builds. What kind of quick and crazy ideas can we come up with this time? And sent. Hope you guys are ready for another Discord speed build challenge, because we're getting to it right now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this is ScrapMan bringing you another episode of Scrap Mechanic, and we're back with the Discord speed build challenges, where I go to my Discord and ask all you scrappers to give me suggestions on what you want to see me try to build really quick in this episode. I usually try to do like 4 or 5 suggestions per episode, and it's a really good time. Between your crazy ideas and my crazy interpretations of your ideas, we usually come up with some pretty funny stuff. So let's see what we're going to come up with this time, and if you have not seen these episodes before and you want to participate in future episodes, they happen at random, so you never know when they're going to happen. All you got to do is be active on the Discord at the time that I happen to do it, and you can have the chance to have your idea featured in some wacky way as well. If that's the thing you want to do, check the link in the description to the Discord and become a scrapper and participate in the community. All right, let's see what kind of ideas have been suggested so far. All right, we've got a decent amount of ideas so far. Let's see if we can find anything that might have some interesting results. What is your obsession with bananas, by the way? Everyone wants something to do with the bananas. I don't understand why it's like a banana car, running banana over here. We got a flying banana over here, a dancing banana. Is there some type of hive mind of bananas going on in the Discord? I don't know why banana. What makes banana a special fruit? Why aren't you asking for apples? Why aren't you asking for pears? All right, so Joe Sean AG asked to build a flying torso. It's oddly specific to the torso part of the body, and I'm not too sure why. So it's odd and interesting enough for me. Let's give it a try. All right, so to start with to build a flying torso, we first need the person from which to build the torso off of. So of course we're gonna have 2 legs here. Actually, you know, it might be easier for me to build this if I do this on his side at first. We're gonna have 1 leg here. There we go. We're gonna have a 2nd leg over here. He's got that thigh gap going on. And then this is pretty much gonna be the torso. This guy's gonna have some arms going out to the side. And we're gonna have to give him a head. I was lucky enough to make this centered. All right, there we go. He's got a oddly shaped head, that's for sure. It's like a Stewie Griffin type head going on here. So now what really makes a torso is the paint. So every character wears blue pants because that's just the standard. And should we give him a shirt? Should we give him like a t-shirt here or something? Like that? Go ahead and paint his skin on there. His arms having a little bit of issues, but that's okay because we're not going to really need those very soon because we just need a flying torso. There's his eyes. We'll give him, why don't we give him a little bit of hair as well? We can use this for our hair. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so here is our man, and now I'm going to go ahead and put him upright using the weld tool. There we go, and this man needs a jetpack, because we cannot make a flying torso without a jetpack. Oh, that confused me. I went to go to the back of him and I saw his eyes and I'm like, whoa, did he just turn around? But when you have a 1 block thick thing, you paint on both sides automatically. So he's gonna have eyes in the back of his head, and we're gonna go ahead and put this jetpack on him right here, just like this. All right, this is starting to look pretty good. You know what? We'll even paint it to look like he has some straps going on here. There we go. And of course, he's gonna have a very, very powerful jetpack. We're gonna go ahead and put his button. You know, he's gonna have a nose. Oh wait, no, actually, if it's gonna be a flying torso, we're gonna need to make sure everything's on the torso. We're gonna set that button up there. And now comes the hard part. We have to make this a flying torso. So we're just gonna have to... Sorry, dude. There we go. And now we have a flying torso. I'll call that a mission success. Let's get on to the next suggestion. Oh, here we go. KJammer123 says a piston trap that squishes the player. I actually don't think I've really done something like this on purpose, so I'm curious, are we gonna glitch through it, or are we going to break it, or what's gonna happen? Because if the walls come all the way together, I'm not actually sure what happens to the player, so let's find out. All right, what material should we use? Should we use metal? I feel like metal is more intimidating if we're gonna get squished. So I'm gonna do a side-to-side squishing rather than top-to-down squishing. We're gonna put our pillars up for our walls. We need some pistons out in our inventory. Where's the pistons? There we go. We're gonna have one wall there. We're gonna have one wall there. And we're just gonna build this thing down like that. This is quick builds. No need to, oh, of course I made this in a way that makes it difficult. But no need to take our time on things. I think that's a good enough height right there. We'll go ahead and build that out that direction. Build this out this direction. Have it go up about that high. All right, and I think we're pretty much golden. We just gotta put this button down. We'll put it over here. Attach that button to these pistons. And now we're gonna see what happens when we stand in the piston trap. Let's actually put these on slow so it'll be like really agonizingly, and like we get to see it happening to us very gradually, and then we'll do fast. Let's just experiment with all different kinds of piston trap settings here. Okay, let's get rid of this. Are you guys ready for the piston trap? Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Huh. Here it comes. Oh, I thought I was gonna be stuck there for a second. That actually worried me. Let's do that again and see if we get the same exact result. And so it literally glitches us into it and then out of it. So I might regret this, but I'm tempted to see what happens if I make the wall thicker. Let's see what happens if we make this wall a lot thicker, and then this wall a lot thicker. And now let's see if we glitch through it. And 3, 2, 1, go. I think we've literally been consumed by the metal. We can still walk, though. Look at this. We can, like, walk through it. That's interesting. Is that new, or is there something special about this? Because when we get stuck in a vehicle, you can't walk through the vehicle when you're inside it. It's, like, really annoying. And it looks like this side just completely lost. Let's try this again. I want to see myself walk through there again. See, look, I'm inside. Now I can walk. Oh, maybe I can't. Oh, I can walk in through the crack, but I can't walk actually into the thickness of the metal. So that's interesting. Now let's try it on full speed and see if that makes a difference. Full speed. Let's do the thin side first. This is a really customizable type thing. We can have all different kinds of experiments with the thickness and the speed. All right, and go. Whoop. All right, that just definitely pushes us out. That's understandable. And now what happens if we do it on the thick side? And go. It definitely sounds a whoa! Did you see that shadow? There goes the flying torso. It hasn't even gotten stuck yet. That's funny. All right, and there is the piston trap. That was a fun idea. Let's see what else you guys come up with. So Boxiness42 says a boxy box of boxiness. And at first it sounds really, really simple, but the way I'm interpreting it, I think I have a fun little experiment to do that I'm actually really excited to see if this works out. This might be a little bit longer than a normal quick build. Like, it might take me a little bit of time here, but I think this will be a fun result. Let's see what we can come up with. All right, so most boxes are made out of wood, so we're gonna create a box that is 5, 6 thick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6. You know, it's 7. I'm gonna go with 7. There we go. So now I'm gonna take the middle, and what I'm going to do is put a piston. Oh, I can't put the piston the way I want to. I'm gonna have to do this first. So I'm gonna do that, and then check this out. Now I'm going to do this, and then I'm gonna put this right here. Dude, you just wait and see. You let me know if you have an idea yet of where you think this is going. And then we're gonna do it. Whoops. Too much. And we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do that. And I just realized I made a big mistake by not setting my settings early enough. This is a really interesting build process, but can you guess yet what I am about to do? I don't know. I don't know if you know what I'm about to do here. But if this works with the first try, that'll be amazing. I hope I set all this up right. I have to make sure I really choose carefully what surfaces I build on what. But I think this might actually work. All right, so now I'm just gonna make this really simple and hook one switch up to each one. Okay, so what was asked for was a boxy box of boxiness, and we're gonna ignore the severed arm off on the side here, okay? But a boxy box of boxiness. So you can see we have a box here, but this isn't just any ordinary box, because this box is a boxy box of boxiness. That's right. We've got a box within a box within a box within a box. That's right. A box and a box and a box and a box. That's 4 separate boxes there. I think that's actually kind of fun. That's a fun little idea. I like the way that looks a lot. We got that one. Whoops. That one. That one. And we got that one. Look at that. Look at that little top one. That top one is so cute. It just peeks up out of there. There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh, this could do some cool things if you you press the things in the other orders. Oh, that looks kind of cool. I like this. Let's actually paint it. This might look better if it's painted. All right, now we've added a little bit of paint to it. So it comes up, a white box comes out of a red box, and then a red box comes out of a white box, and then a white box comes out of a red box. So that is the boxy box of boxiness. Did I succeed? I hope I succeeded. Let's get on to the next one. All right, so I usually try to avoid using the same person twice because I want to give more people a chance, but so many people seem to like this that, and I think it's actually a fun idea that I'm actually going to do this idea as well. This is the second one, I think, from Joe Sean. So congratulations to you. I don't think I've used a person twice in the same episode before, but when you submit a really good idea, it's probably going to get used. So thanks for showing your support for his idea with these reactions as well. So Joe Sean asks, build a scrapyard, an actual scrapyard, and I think I thought of a fun way to do this. Let's get to it. All right, so everyone knows that in order for something to really be a yard, you gotta have a fence. And this is a piece, I don't remember the last time I used this piece. Like, I gotta be honest, I really don't remember the last time I used this fence piece. So it has been a long time since this has come into play. I don't know, I almost forgot about this piece entirely. I remember using this like back when the game first came out, but not recently. So let's build our fence here for our scrapyard. I don't know if I've done this. Oh, those are upside down. You know what? ScrapMan doesn't care. When ScrapMan does something, he stands by what he does. All right, and there we go. Now we have our yard. Now we gotta make it a scrapyard. And how am I gonna make it a scrapyard, you ask? Well, I'm actually gonna spawn in some of your steampunk creations, and we're gonna scrap them all up in this scrapyard. And it's probably gonna be a laggy mess, but if not, we're just gonna keep it here for the episode and see what happens. All right, so here's a really cool steampunky mech walker, apparently. It is by Lauren. So I've been avoiding showing vehicle or like independent builds in my suspended steampunk base thing because that's not really something I can add to the base itself. It's more like an independent creation. So I figured I'll use this to try to find those vehicles that you guys have made that aren't as suitable for the steampunk based episodes, but we can show some of them here. So walking mecha, we're gonna build this thing in here. We're gonna try it out really quick. Oh, wow. This thing is definitely laggy. So we'll see how this goes. Look at those feet though. Those feet are pretty, those feet look pretty cool with the individual toes. We're gonna hop in here. I probably shouldn't have put my lift right in front of it. Oh. It walks backwards, no problem. This much. Oh yeah, I see the stabilizer in the back there. It's definitely got the stabilizer. Oh, look at the turning. This thing's pretty epic. It's like a little playpen for a giant monster. This is ridiculous. All right, so I don't want to play around. Actually, let's see. What kind of controls do we have here? All right, we got that. Uh-oh, we're falling. We can lift up this arm. Oh, and it grabs too. And we can do the same thing with this arm, I assume. Yep. All right. Well, now it is time to turn this thing into some scrap. And the best way to do that is to start deleting parts that link a bunch of other parts together. Oh, there goes the torso. Wow, that actually worked really well. It also made it really laggy, but it worked really well. So we're just going to separate these parts from each other. We got a leg there. We got a leg there. We got the torso here. Oh. And we got, I think that's like the hips. That's like the hip joint. Let's go ahead and let's cut this thing in half. We'll delete the seat there. Oh, we deleted the stabilizer too. There we go. Now this thing's cut in half. You know what? Let's cut these in half. Let's get rid of the suspension. The suspension is a little bit, can add a little bit of lag to worlds, so just to minimize the lag here. Oh, the suspension was actually attaching them pretty well. Let's get out our hammer and have some fun here. Boo! Oh, almost went out of the scrapyard. Boo! All right. Boo! I think we can detach this arm here. There we go. Well, we can probably attach that right there. Yeah, there we go. This is fun. This is a fun project. Make it a scrapyard here. All right. So there's one addition to the scrapyard. I think it's looking pretty well. Now let's go see what else are we going to add to the scrapyard. All right, so we got a really cool steampunk buggy by Yaskin Fort. A 6-wheeled steampunk buggy. We have lights, and we can open the engine so that power can be adjusted. Let's check out our lights. There we go. Look at this thing. Look at the design of this thing. Oh, that's cool. It's got a couple engines in there. Oh, look at the way that the pipes were. He used mugs on the pipes to create like a pipe opening there using the vanilla pieces. That is really cool. We definitely are having a drop in frames here, so hopefully we can delete some parts off of this thing that are causing some lag as we scrap it. But check this thing out. I love the way the wheels look and then the way that they work, and all these pipes are just really creating that steampunk effect, and the way that that engine block is made. So this is a really cool looking creation. So let's go ahead and add it to the scrapyard and make some scrap out of it. I feel like this is the essence of ScrapMan right here. It's just taking cool things like this that people put a lot of work into, and then just mangling it and destroying it. Well, that sounded terrible, didn't it? Oh boy, this is laggy. Oh boy, cut the pieces off. You know, I'm gonna have to put this on a lift. I'm gonna have to cut the pieces off while it's on a lift, because otherwise this is just way too much lag. All right, there we go. So we can make some scraps out of these. I'm just gonna cut through here. Oh, we deleted the seat. Where are those engines? I think the engines are up in here. Yeah, let's delete the engines. We don't want the engines to accidentally make everything go far away. Let's go ahead and just delete some of these pieces and see what happens. There we go. Go ahead and cut this in half here. There we go. And now it's getting still pretty laggy. Where's all these bearings at? Oh, there's some suspension in here. So let's go ahead and delete that suspension. There we go. You know, I don't think the lag's gonna be too much of an issue, because once we stop things from moving around in here, oh, that suspension's going crazy. No, 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 bring it back. Bring it back. Stop moving. What suspension was that? I think, oh, there it is. Let's get rid of that suspension. There we are. Oh, and this thing is laggy as well. Who knew that creating a scrapyard would be so demanding on the game? Let's get rid of some of these pieces. Oh, all right. You know what? It's a little bit too laggy now. I think I'm gonna stop. All right, and let's see if we can just put this last piece in here. And there we go. And look at that. I'm at 130 frames. So we've fixed it. Oh, we can get rid of the suspension too. That'll probably help. And oh, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. All right, we're good now. I'm at 160 frames. Okay. Whew. So let's get a bird's eye view now. Let's see what our scrapyard looks like. And this is our scrapyard. I think that's an effective scrapyard. And you know what? Just to top this thing off and add that final aesthetic to it. Oh, this creates lag apparently, but I'm just gonna paint the fence brown. And now we got a ScrapMan scrapyard in full effect here. So I was gonna look at some more, but obviously we cannot add any more to the scrapyard without having some lag issues. So we're just gonna leave that over there. No problem. And see what else we have. All right, here we go. Green Diamond says, build a pressure plate that activates something. So that's a pretty open-ended suggestion there. So I think I have an idea. I'm gonna keep this one a surprise though, so you're not actually going to see what that something is that the pressure plate is going to activate. What I'm gonna do is build a platform here, and then we're gonna build a nice big wall, and this wall is going to hide what the pressure point is going to activate. Pressure plate. That's what it was, plate. I couldn't remember. All right, so now I'm gonna build some stairs, because that way we can hopefully see over this wall without the pressure plate being blocked too much. I don't want to have to look up. I just want to have to look straight ahead. So we're gonna build a staircase right here, really, really quickly, just like that. And then we need to build a platform at the top of the staircase that goes out this way. There we go. And then our pressure plate is going to be in the middle of this platform. So I'm gonna make this actually kind of like a pressure plate. I'm gonna use a piston to make it actually get pushed down when we step on it. So we're just gonna put the piston there, and then I'm actually going to make the pressure plate out of sensors, because that just makes the most sense to me. Get it? The most sense, because there's sensors. Never mind. So now we're gonna have to use a logic gate for this particular piston, so that way the piston can be on by default. And then we're just gonna set up every single one of these, whatchamacallits, sensors hooked up to that logic gate. And I think we have the basics of the pressure plate. Let's actually, we wanna make the speed slow, so it's not gonna be like a super sudden drop here. So then when we step on it, it actually goes down. And I'm actually going to make, so the only thing about that is we can't determine how far down it goes after we've already placed it at that distance. So I'm gonna make a blocker so that it only goes down by 1 block. So hopefully that works. Let's see. Yeah, it kind of works. So then we step on the pressure plate. Look at that. I think that feels like a good pressure plate. All right, so now all that's left is to build the surprise. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the pressure plate that does something is built, and I'm excited to show it to you. Are you guys ready for this? You're not expecting this. I want you to leave your guesses right now. What do you think is on the other side of this wall? What do you think this pressure plate is going to do? Because I bet you're gonna be wrong. I bet you're gonna be wrong. But I want you to comment right now, pause the video, go comment. What do you think it's gonna be? No cheating. Don't watch it and comment afterwards. That'd be cheating. I'll know if you did because you get it right. There's no way you're gonna guess this without cheating. But I'm curious to see what kind of crazy ideas you guys think that I would come up with. All right, here we go. We're gonna walk up very slowly, very slowly, very slowly up these stairs. We're gonna look at this pressure plate very suspiciously. Contemplate what it could possibly do. What if it's nothing? It could be nothing. Did you guess nothing? Is that what you guessed? Oh, guess what? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, eh. So I want to remind you guys to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. That is something that the pressure plate does. Especially if you want to see other speed build episodes like this, you're going to want to make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the episodes when they come out. We are so close. We're around the 90K mark. We're getting so close to that 100,000 subscriber mark. I cannot wait till we get there. I just want to give a quick shout out to all of you supporters that have been subscribed to me all the way from the beginning, all the way up until now. You new subscribers are the ones that are pushing me there, and you old subscribers are the ones that have been supporting me from the get-go, and that is always really appreciated. And thanks a lot to all of you Discord people that left your suggestions in the Discord. Congratulations to those of you whose ideas got accepted. Of course, I would love to be able to do everyone's ideas, but there's just so many ideas that I don't have enough time. I'd have to make a whole week's worth of videos on just the Discord challenge to get to all your ideas. But that's kind of what makes it like a fun game. It's almost like a lottery. If yours gets picked, it means that much more because you know that it stood out from so many other ones. So congratulations to you few people that did get picked for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy it. We made the squishy piston trap. We made the flying torso. Here's the leftover pieces of Stanley over here. And we've made the boxy box of Boxiness, and we've made the pressure plate that does something. And I feel like, oh, and the Scrapyard. Who could forget the Scrapyard over here? Of course. So let me know which one of these quick builds was your favorite part of the episode down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.